Fam, what's good? What's good? I hope that you're well and keeping safe. Welcome back to another one. Welcome back to another one. Right. So today we're gonna find ourselves breaking down the Nasdaq, right, and see what can potentially find itself happening over the course of today, right? Fam, listen, keep in mind that this is just me sharing my thought processes, right? This is just me sharing my thoughts. All right. If you guys like this content, make sure to drop a comment in the comment section, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, right? And yeah, only do that if you are finding some value, right? Don't do that if just simply because I said to do it, right? Okay, so let's look at our daily time frame. Let's look at our daily time frame. So you know what, we basically say that we want to see a previous day's low being violated right over there. Did we find ourselves violating that area? No, we didn't, right? We didn't find ourselves violating it. We did find ourselves falling a little bit short. And looking at yesterday's candle, you know what? We actually had a 106 pip move. That's actually a lot of pips for a public holiday, right? That's a lot of pips. So over the course of the day, what can we potentially see as, presenting? Looking at these highs, that if I can maybe just zoom price in a little bit more, look at that. We can see that we actually did take out the high, but you know what? I am not too fond about that right there. I'm still considering it as being an equal high, right? So I won't be surprised if we can still see some upside momentum on this beautiful pair called the Nasdaq, as we can see that we haven't found ourselves taking out a previous day low as well, right? To where we can maybe say that, you know what, we had a beautiful low, higher low, lower low with weak structure, telling us that our base is trying to step within the market, right? So let's look at our H4 time frame. H4 time frame over here, we can see with our previous opening gap right over there, bang, let's extend it to the right hand side, just like that, right? So clearly we can see on our weekly, well, on our 4-hourly time frame, looking at weak structure, we do have that beautiful high, lower high, higher high right over there, right? Looking at our lows, we can see that we have a low, lower low, higher low right over there as well. So this simply means that, you know what, our bulls, they are trying to find themselves stepping within the market, right? We do have 2 hours and 20 minutes for this candle to find itself closing, right? So I won't be surprised if we can see some sort of an initial pullback for a further potential continuation move back towards the upside, right? Scaling down to my H2 time frame, let's see what is up. Let's see what's happening over here. So on the H2 time frame, we can, you know what, not much we can actually say, right? The only thing that is standing out to me on the H2 time frame would basically be this up close candle. We have found ourselves with this move back towards the downside, which is coming through as my BOB, right? Which is an order block. On a lower time frame, you would see it so much more clear. However, you know what, if we are having a closure above this area, I look at this whole region as my area of demand, right? My area of demand. So if we're going to have a closure above area of demand basically being confirmed, so then we can see an actual pushback to the inside the actual area of demand for a further continuation move back towards the upside, right? Anything like that can find itself opening up within our area of demand. All right, scaling down to my H1 time frame, right? H1 time frame, we are painting the picture a little bit more clear. Check this out. So once again, with this momentum to the downside, we created a beautiful correction, right? And then we had another actual impulsive move back towards the downside, right? Now, just looking at the formations, keep in mind, I said that that is an actual order block, right? That right there, those up close candles. So we can see that buy side liquidity is now currently being violated. We still do have 20 minutes for this candle to find itself closing, right? We can see with our lows, we can see that sell side liquidity has been violated as well, right? So not only did we find ourselves having like some sort of a liquidity sweep whatsoever, but if we are going to have a closure above this region, right, this will simply mean that we are having a market structure shift, right? We are changing market structure from this beautiful bear market back into a bullish market, right? So keep in mind, what did I say? I am expecting us to have an overall shift back towards the downside. Am I currently seeing that within current PA? No, I am not, right? We are still showing some bullish momentum. So I won't be surprised if we can still see some sort of a pushback to the downside for a further continuation move back towards the upside, right? We can see that we are having a beautiful inversion free value gap right over there as well, lining up within our area of demand. So you know what, this is a potential point of interest to where I can find myself looking for some potential, you know what, longs to find itself opening up. All right, looking at above price over here, we can see with the formations, right, we can see that we had that higher high, and price basically came back and created that lower low right over there, right? But you know what, with the formation of these candles, I'm not too confident in saying that, you know what, we are having somewhat of a, you know what, a breaker, so that we can see some sort of an actual shift back towards the downside from this area onwards, right? I'm looking at this as more of a, you know what, if we are going to find ourselves having the shift to the upside, I need to see some sort of a change in market structure on the lower time frame to be like, you know what, we can potentially see that shift back towards the downside. Keep in mind that I am a scalper, right? And if you would like to learn more about my entry methodology, right, make sure to head over to our Patreon page. The link will be in my description. All right, so yeah, you know, let's see what's happening on the 15-minute time frame. Let's see what's happening on the 15-minute time frame. Right, so on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that we did have somewhat of a, you know what, a volume imbalance that was basically being created right over here. Right, so yeah, you know, that is a potential point of interest to where price can potentially find itself heading back into, to be looking for some sort of a change in structure before looking for some downside momentum, right? We can also see that right over here we have a beautiful previous area of resistance, right, which we basically find ourselves faking out from as well. So you know what, I will keep my eye out on this region right over here as well, right, to basically just see, hey, can we have a shift into this area, have some sort of an actual pushback towards the downside? Can I find myself having my 1-to-2 ratio? And that's that, right? Up we go, up we go. Or if we are just simply going to find ourselves having the shift towards the upside, taking out liquidity, I will just simply sit on my hands and be patient and wait for price to open up my opportunity, right? But to be honest with each and every single one of you, with this price action, we are finding ourselves creating above price right over there. I am not too confident in it, right? So I will be patient and wait for price to open up something from me, for me, inside this area over here. One thing that I can see though is that we are still bullish in structure. So you know what, there is still that possibility for us having that shift back towards the upside. All right, if you guys like this type of breakdowns, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I will highly appreciate it. But and ultimately what I would be looking out for is, you know what, if we can see that rejection find itself coming through, I just want to see price move from a premium area back into a discounted area. All right, so whether we are gonna have the pullback from this area, right, from there over there, right, I just want to see price come from that premium area back into a discounted area, and that is what I will find myself preparing for over the course of today, right? Don't force your trades. If there's an opportunity, cool, find yourself taking advantage of it. But if you don't see anything, you know what, you don't have a trade. All right, so that right there is it from my side. It's me, your boy D. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out.